Hey, Buckle here, and welcome back to another episode of The Link Crew and You, the show where we read your shoutouts every week, and we also take a look at the Kahoot results from the Link show from the week before. But before we get into it, we have controversy. There are so many shoutouts from you saying that in the challenge the other week, Cece should have won or Miguel should have won. And so this is the clip here to the challenge that we're referencing. Previously on The Link show.
You have to open the jar. Whoever opens the jar first wins. Go.
Done. Apparently, I wasn't allowed to use the tablecloth.
Done.
The rules didn't state that I couldn't use tablecloth.
Now, as you can see, Miguel technically didn't do the wrong thing, but he might have done the wrong thing, like they were meant to use their hands to do it. And so we haven't decided yet, because initially we were like, nope, CC won because, you weren't allowed to use the tea towel, you had to use your hands. But we actually didn't really say that as well at the start. So we're not sure, but obviously you are very passionate. So what we're going to do, we're going to read your shoutouts in just a second so you can explain why you think CC or Miguel won, but we're actually going to do a poll. So here it is. If you go to thelinkcrew.com, you'll notice underneath the top link, there is now a direct poll where you can click CC or Miguel. You can choose who won. And so we want to know who you think won, and then jump in and send us a shout out and explain why CC won or why Miguel won. And we might go back and since I'm the boss, I can actually change the scores from previous weeks. So we'll see what you think. And so that's going to be happening. Make sure you keep watching these episodes to follow the controversy with us. But first, before we jump into the shout outs, we need to take a look at the Kahoot results from last week. And so here we go. Third place, 6 out of 10 correct. We have none other than the Amazing Rabbit. 7 out of 8 because they were harder. We have the Fearless Lima, and an 8 out of 8. Well done to you. All of them correct. We have none other than Champion Zebra. So well done. If that was one of you, send us a shout out, let us know. 4th and 5th, we have the Rational Glider and I think the Lucky Lemming. I can't quite see the full name there, but I'm pretty sure it's a Lucky Lemming. If that was one of you, let us know. Send us a shout out. Congratulations on getting the podium right. And as always, you can be a part of this week's Kahoot over on the Link Crew webpage as well. But right now, with no further ado, let's jump into all of your controversial comments about who won. So I'm going to split these into two groups. First, we'll look at all the controversy shoutouts, who should have won, CC and Miguel. Then after that, we're actually going to look at the shoutouts from the Link show where we asked you what your favorite pet would be if you could pick any animal in the world. There's a lot of shoutouts, but hey, so we might not put them on the screen for this one just because there's so many and so much controversy, but we'll be able to follow along, you and me. It will be fun. Let's jump into it. Firstly, we have Lewis is saying Miguel should have won. You don't say why he won, but you think Miguel should have won. Lewis, make sure if you think that you jump over and vote on the page as well, because we're not going to put your votes in for you. You need to go and make that happen. Giovanni also says Miguel was meant to win. Oh, it's heating up. It's heating up. Zephaniah says Miguel should have won the challenge. I like how passionate you're getting about this. Now, Ziva says, go CC. You can win this term. I don't know if you've said yes that CC should have won, but we'll see. This is why we're not voting for you. Interesting. But then Lewis comes back and says again with 1,000 exclamation marks, Miguel should have won this week's challenge, exclamation mark, 1,000 times. Theo says CC totally lost, Miguel won. Interesting. It's very controversial, but I also don't know if it's just because Miguel is like your favorite or if CC's your favorite. James says, I can't believe that Miguel actually lost with crying faces. Now, does that mean that you think he actually lost and he broke the rules, or should he have won? Interesting. Billy says Miguel should have won. Nixon says Miguel won that challenge. But then Audrey comes back and says, nope, CC totally won that challenge. But then Micah comes back and said Miguel was robbed, so I'm pretty sure you think that he would have won as well. Evelyn says, nope, it's all good. Miguel totally lost. So you think he shouldn't have used the tablecloth as well? It's so interesting. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Then we also have Roman says Miguel easily won. Hudson says Miguel clearly won that round. Mars says, CC, you're not going to like this, but Miguel definitely should have won. Aurora says Miguel won. Ezekiel says Miguel obviously won. Also, Buckle, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? To teleport, because then I could teleport all around the world and eat food from plenty of different places anytime I wanted. So those are the shoutouts we have so far. Feel free to jump into the conversation. Let us know over on the Link Crew page who you think should have won that challenge. It's right at the bottom of the Link Crew page. That's where you do your shoutouts. But right now, let's jump back and read some of the shoutouts answering the question, what is your favorite pet from the Link show from last week? Emma says, if I could have any animal, I would love to have a pet shark. Now, the rule of this one is if it's your pet, you're choosing any animal, it's not going to hurt you. It's best friends with you and it's not going to hurt you. So that's kind of fine. I like the idea of a shark because they could take you swimming, and if you had like a scuba pack on, they could take you underwater. It's a pretty cool animal choice. We have Chelsea saying, I'd have a pet cat because they're so cute. Oh, and also, I missed this. Chelsea says, also, sorry for Miguel that you lost that challenge. Oh, there's so many. I love how into this you are. Grace here says, if I could have any pet, I would have 10 million dogs because I love dogs so much. They're super cute. You walk with them, you play with them. Dogs are awesome. Yeah, that's true. But if you could have any pet, would you go with a dog? Because you can already have a pet dog. Why not have like a pet giraffe? Because you're allowed to in this context. I don't know. I can't decide what I would have. I've got lots of ideas, but I think shark is still probably my favorite from you so far. And lastly, we have a couple of fun shout outs from you as well. Abby is saying, we love the Link Show. You guys inspire us so much to learn and understand about God. I think CC1, there's another one. And thank you guys so much for making the Link Show. We love making the Link Show. And also Julian says, hey, do people in different countries also watch the Link Show? Well, yes, actually, we have people from all around the world that watch the Link Show. We actually even have a school in Japan, which is, I wish I got to go visit the Japan school. I want to next time I go back. But there's a school in Japan that uses the Link Show as well. So, hey, thanks so much for watching this week's episode of The Link Crew, and you feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't, send in your shout-outs, vote in the live poll. We can't wait to see who you think should have won that challenge, Cece or Miguel.